Good evening, everybody. It's your boy TFL, and you're joining me for the third installment of this trilogy, this three-game set between Spades and Patriotic Milkman. This is from the Sunbros 1v1 tournament, and it's a three-game set. They're playing all three games. Milk has won two out of three already, but can they make it a clean sweep? Or will Spades be able to take one back? We've got Spades as Spain. Played Spain in the first game, unsuccessfully, of course. And we've got Milkman switching from Italy to the other Knights of the Mediterranean Civ. Do we have a little Knights of the Mediterranean fan, I wonder, in Patriotic Milkman? Switching over to Malta. So this is an interesting matchup. Obviously, the sort of the canon that I always read on Discord is that Spain queued up against Malta, you should just go straight for the FF and the two Falks, and you'll be able to sneak it in just in time before Malta's sort of normal, kind of slightly slower, eco-focused FF has really got the momentum down. I have seen in my own experience though, a couple of times where Malta have been able to sneak in with a really nasty kind of Sentinels and Irish Briggs H2 like high siege musket push and just take down absolutely all of my base before I was able to get anything going with that. So it's something to be wary of in that. It looks though like we're seeing quite a sort of a mid-game focused deck here from of course one Falcon and one Mortar. That's a card from Malta. So that's interesting. And you absolutely love to see it. So Spades, he played the Logi earlier, and now we're seeing the Pyro with extra 7 sheep option. You know, is this the most Sunbros kind of deck you could ever imagine? I think it might be. It's got it all. Yeah, so Pyro, for those who don't know, means we're going to be seeing the church card. We're going to be seeing the halbs from that come out, probably to accompany the two Falks, and we're going to be seeing the outpost. And all of that stuff should be arriving in front of Malta's house at just about the 8-minute 20 kind of mark, if it all goes according to plan. Spades has opened with a TP and 12-10, so it's the full classic Pyro like they did it in the good old days. None of this 15-vil, get capitalism, get a bit of extra eco on the side nonsense that the young whippersnappers like me like to dabble in. And we've seen Spades really good in terms of the H1 scouting in all three of these games, has had a look at the enemy base and identified their hunts. Kind of hasn't identified the side hunts that you'd normally see on this map, which is a little bit of a missed opportunity, I think. Meanwhile, on the other side, Malta has got German Tongue out immediately. Going for German Tongue as the very first card, so the commandery is down. 2 settler wagons are on the map, and more are available to train. I think you can only train them from age 2, though. Don't actually remember. Doesn't matter because Malta are overpopped here due to sending those 3 villages in. So really big age 1 here, 21 villagers once you've accounted for the settler wagons going to be in or they complete their transition. So yeah, big greed. I kind of feel like this is going to be leading into a Wigner court now for Malta. Interestingly, they've got their church card too. Feel free to pause the video and read what the church card does, because I don't know. I've never seen anyone use Malta's church card. Okay, Milk has villager out and herding nicely. Is that the dog? Yeah, so Spain sitting their dog in the middle of the map there. It's kind of interesting because the Explorer is still out working. Doggo could kind of be helping with that. But maybe it's a little useful line of sight scouting thing. Not sure. Not sure if it's deliberate. Not sure if it's a good idea. While I've been distracted by other stuff, the Piroshiki is all going according to plan. Look at this. We've got 500 coin in. 700. Sorry. We've got 700 coin in. It's being gathered up. The age up is going to be on us any second now. The 700 wood is also in nice and early. Earlier even than you strictly need it to be. So Spades doing a good job there in terms of getting the TP up early and or finding a good number of treasures along the way. Doggo, that's a sad day for the doggo. Didn't want to do that, doggo. Spades just hates doggos. Confirmed. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that doggo. Probably a little bit of a misclick or something. The church card is nearly in. Need to pick up the wood. Actually has enough wood in hand. No, needs an extra 100 for the church, all things considered. And probably wants a bit more than that for some houses. So a little bit slow there in terms of switching over. Or maybe didn't have enough food for the age, because it looks like they're almost no excess food. But yeah, now it's everyone over to wood. It's build some houses, it's build a church, and it's get ready to send in those halbs. And look, I said 8:20. I actually reckon it's going to be a little bit earlier than that. I think Spades has done a really good job on the timing here. The outpost is down. It's right outside of Malta's base. I wonder if Malta have spotted that. I imagine Milk, being a Sunbro and being well versed on their theory, will have scouted the deck, will have seen the church card in there, and will at least know that it's a possibility. Also has seen the outpost, so does know that they need to be worried about that. Know that the Piro is a possibility here. The commandery is right in front of it, but the commandery on its own is not going to be enough. Looks like Malta is going for the FF, so I think this is going to be tight. They don't have the shipment available. I've gone for hospitality, so they will be able to get that age up quicker once they've got the resources to start it. There we go. Okay, so fast stage 3 coming in. That fast stage 3 might actually prove crucial, but it does mean they'll be arriving in age 3 without a card, so can't get the Sentinels, can't get that fixed gun wagon. Could potentially be time for some depots, although you really want to have some units when you've got your depot. Meanwhile, if we just flip over to Spain, look how beautiful that timing was. Getting up to 1,000 wood just on the very second that the age 3 came in. Now we're gathering a bit more wood to get some houses to keep things going. The 2 Falcons are on the way. And look, halberdiers and pikemen as well, so really doubling down on the heavy infantry. I sometimes like to go crossbows instead of pikemen here, just for a bit of diversity, but no, it's pikemen. It's all siege. It's all anti-Malta, anti-siege, anti-building. And the pikes are here. Everyone's ready. It's 8 minutes 20. It's 8 minutes 30. Let's go, boys. And here we go. It's make or break time. The Piroshiki isn't quite an all-in, but I am sure Spades is feeling like he needs to achieve quite a lot with these units here. So the siege is on. Units going down. The pikemen split off to take out this villager. I don't know why you split off the pikemen. The rods have, the halbs have much higher base attack. Pikemen are basically here for their siege value at this point. But anyway, commandery is down. A house is down. Does that mean Malta are housed? Yes, they are, quite drastically. Malta's shipment is the fixed gun wagon. That's what they think they're going to be able to use to save them. So the fixed gun will go down, doesn't get spotted by the Falcons. I think that fixed gun has too much HP, or Spain deciding to commit. Fixed gun's going to fire on the Falcons. Actually, it's going to take a few shots for the fixed gun to take out the Falcons. I didn't realise quite how bad it was against Falcons. That's really interesting. Minutemen are out to clean up the other Falcons, so the 2 Falcons are down. Still got a fair number of halves. Of course, the halves didn't endure much in terms of shots from the fixed gun. They did endure a bit of backstabbing from the Minutemen and the Sentinels from the Malta Age Up. Now the halves are able to go out on the settler wagons. This is starting to look pretty bad. Malta are going to lose some villagers, but worst of all, is going to be cooped up inside the TC, and I do think that Spain have got enough siege here to consider camping the TC. There are 2 more houses and a trade post available as options. Malta's second shipment, potentially the life-saving shipment, is 9 Sentinels. Got to admit, 9 Sentinels is pretty good. They managed to slip an emergency house down there at the back to be able to get that shipment in. The Lancers and the halves are going to commit. They do clean it up, but now I'd say it's a little bit more questionable. Nope. My judgment is wrong. Milk's throwing in the towel. So that's the GG WP, and that is the set tied up at 2-1. 2 games to Milk, and this final game going back towards Spades. Gotta say, you know, what a classic Piroshiki. What a nice thing to have the opportunity to cast. I think Spades' execution on that was impeccable. Really good choices. I have to admit, I was really scared when I saw that fixed gun. I might have wavered and decided to run away. The decision to sacrifice the Falcons on the fixed gun was absolutely the right decision, and gave him the victory. So a great choice there. Don't think there's much to see in the graphs here. We all saw what happened, so I'm going to leave it there and say good night and GG.